What's up, y'all? My name is Sean, and here we are back with another episode of Tales of Rotatia with the team, as you can see, up there as well as over there. We have Mega Lucario, Mega Beedrill, Superior with Life Orb Release, Suicune with Leftovers, Focus Ash, Bisharp, and a Citrus Berry Unburdened, Slur Puff. So, we're gonna see how this goes. I wonder how it'll go because some interesting stuff. I was thinking I actually slapped Substitute on my Suicune because I think no one would hate anything more than a substituting Staller. And someone left a tip on episode 1 that there's a lot of Intimidators. I was like, you know what, might as well bring a Defiant user, right? So we're bringing the Defiant. Also, Breloom has the Protect to Mega Evolve. That should probably help. We have a couple fast mons in Lucario and the Superior because, you know, fast is good. And also there's a good amount of variety, I think. I have 2 steel types, but I have but if, you know, there's a huge fighting Pokemon on the opponent's team, I just won't bring Lucario or Bisharp. Probably bring Beedrill, Slurpuff, and Aztec and Superior, for instance, depending on what the other team is. If it's just mono fighting, that's what I'm bringing. Calling it right now. If it's mono fighting, that's what I'm bringing. Although I did take extra sensory off Suicune for the substitute, so we can see how it goes. No one wants the battle here. I feel like rotation battles are going to be slightly harder to find battles for. So once I do find a battle, hopefully it won't be too long, I'll get back to you. Opposing trainer cannot be found, so I'll be back when we do find one. Alright, so I've been waiting for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. No one's on ratings battle for rotation, so I decided to go on free battle. We're going to see how it goes with the Xerneas on the field. So we have Xerneas, Talonflame, Gardevoir, Greninja, Sylveon, and Goodra. So we're bringing Beedrill 100%. we're bringing the Beedrill. I think Suicune would also be really good, since there's a lot of special threats on my opponent's team, and I can, you know, go ahead and Calm Mind on all that. Bisharp's gonna be good for that Sylveon, Sucker Punching that Gardevoir, Focus Ash, etc. So let's Beedrill, Suicune. I'm not sure if I want Bisharp in the front. Might bring Superior because it's fast, but I think Greninja outspeeds it, so I think Slurpuff would be a better bet. So yeah, let's bring Slurpuff and Bisharp in the back. Alright, we're going with that. We're gonna see how free battles is. I have everything to expect from this person. I don't think that this person will be a noob, scrub, crub, because he is not bringing all legends. He is bringing the Xerneas, so I am assuming that he knows what he's doing with it, because that is the smartest thing to do. So we're gonna start with our Beedrill, and I think we're just gonna Mega Evolve Protect, especially since he's starting with Greninja. Starting with Greninja, I might just switch into Suicune, because there's no way he's gonna go for a Grass Knot. I think I'm gonna switch into Suicune and set up a sub. I can see him going to Xerneas and then setting up a Geomancy right away. That would stink. 300%. But he doesn't. He goes into Goodra, so that's fine by me. I'm gonna set up my substitute with Suicune, and then he's gonna go for a Sludge Bomb on my potential Poison type. So that's good. Suicune didn't take damage from that, as in it didn't break the sub. So we're just gonna go for Calm Mind. Although I could see that Xerneas, setting up Geomancies now, but it doesn't, so we're going to be able to get the Calm Mind off. It might just be the event Xerneas. I mean, it's still going to have 3 IVs, but it might just be event Xerneas, so it's not, like, totally readily trained. So Goodra does go for Thunderbolt, which is going to break my sub. And now my question is, will a excuse me. Actually, I think right now would be a great time to Belly Drum with Slurpuff, because I think I could take a Thunderbolt, non-stab, and whatnot. So that's belly drum. And then we'll switch back into Suicune and go for Ice Beam. I think he's just gonna keep going for a Thunderbolt. I think Slurpuff can take one Thunderbolt from a Goodra, I think. So we're gonna go down to half. We're gonna eat our Citrus Berry, and then he should go for a Thunderbolt. If he doesn't, then he got me good. He got me real good. If he goes for a Dragon Pulse, that's even better. But he goes for a Thunderbolt, it shouldn't KO. It does not KO. And then we're gonna switch back into actually, right now, why don't I just go for Play Roughs? Right now, why don't I just go for Play Roughs? Because Gooey's a thing, I don't like that. So let's go for Ice Beam with Suicune. This is what rotation battles is all about after all. Switching between Mons. Setting up with 2 Mons at a time. Setting up with 2 Mons at a time. So a +1 Ice Beam does not do enough damage. But he is forced to go for that Sludge Bomb again. So now I feel like he's just gonna want to switch to Greninja. But either way, I have to go for the Ice Beam. If he does, then he goes into Xerneas. So Xerneas is just gonna straight up Moonblast, no Geomancies involved. I'm fine. Critical hit. I'm not fine with that. No, not in any way. I'm not fine with that. No, not in any way. So Bisharp obviously won't outspeed. So I'm not gonna go for no Iron Heads. I can see him just going for a Moonblast, but we're just gonna go ahead and play rough with our Slurpuff. We should outspeed because we are unburdened boosted now. Oh, he's switching to Greninja. Oh, this thing has what's it called? The Garchdarn Focus Sash. It doesn't, so it's all good. Don't even need to talk about what if it had the Focus Sash. Don't even need to talk about if it had the Focus Sash. It's probably going for what? Brick Break, Power Up Punch. Those things exist, pretty sure. So my opponent has 2 fairies on the team. 2 fairies. What do you know? So let's see. I could just keep going for the attacks that are play rough, but I think we're gonna go ahead and finally Mega Evolve our Beedrill, and he's gonna stay in with Sylveon, so we're gonna be able to see what the Sylveon wants to do. We did go for the Protect, so we can see what this thing wants to do. And then I feel like he's gonna want to switch out back into Goodra. He's gonna switch back into Goodra. He's gonna go for Shadow Ball. Intriguing. Well, if I think he's gonna go into Goodra, then I would go for Knockoff. But if he's going for Shadow Ball, then I might just want to go for Iron Head. I might just want to go for Iron Head. I mean, I could go for Sucker Punch next turn anyways. Let's go for Iron Head. If he goes into Goodra, it'll dissuade him. So there's the Iron Head. Bop the Sylveon. Goodbye. Good riddance. And I was saying if he goes into Goodra on the Iron Head, then it would dissuade him from switching into a Fairy on that turn, and I could go for Sucker Punch. So he's gonna switch into a Xerneas actually, and I'm gonna say fuck it, and you know what? No, we're gonna go for an Iron Head. I know I'm gonna live this Focus Blast that he lands. Oh my god, if he didn't land that, I better be salty, but lo and behold, I do have the Focus Sash, so we're gonna be able to go for an Iron Head here. And not KO actually, wow, okay. So seeing that, we're just gonna go for a Poison Jab with our Beedrill, because we still are at our max speed. Max speed being, you know, not slowed down by Gooey. So so that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're going to do. After this battle, I'm gonna try to go back on the rating battles and try and get a battle. But if I can't, once again, then I'll go back to free. And then we'll just keep doing that. I don't know if we're gonna have 2 battles or 3 because this one was slightly fast. But we're gonna let Patisserie take the last hit with a play rough because it's super effective, and I like the super effective hits. I like the super effective hits. Goodra, goodbye. And that was a Rocky Helmet Goodrill. Well, what would you know? What would you know? I am a bottle of Belize's. I'm a bottle of Belize's. So we just defeated a Xerneas. Look at that, 3-0. And over there is another win. So we're gonna go ahead and check out rating battles. And we're gonna see if we can get a rating battle. And if not, we're gonna go back to free battles. I will try a couple times. So the first time doesn't work out, I will just cut it. But hopefully we can get a good battle, because I would like a good battle. I would like it. I would like it a lot. I would like it a lot. Plus, down on the bottom screen, you guys can see, but it says 0-0, and it makes me sad because I just won that one. Although there was a Xerneas, but I mean, does that mean that Xerneas is kind of? Oh, we do get a person, Andrew from Amazonas, Brazil. So he also has a rating of 1500. He has the Clefairy, so we're bringing the Beedrill again. Actually, we should probably bring the Lucario, because that Excadrill sounds scary as hell, and we have the Vacuum Wave. Although I don't see much sand on my opponent's team. I see a lot of bulk though. That Charizard scares the hell out of me. Charizard definitely scares the hell out of me. So I think we're gonna bring Suicune. If we bring Lucario, like I said, we're not gonna bring Bisharp. So we bring Superior because Garchomp for Alligator. As long as it doesn't D-dance up, we should be okay. That Charizard scares the hell out of me. So I think we're gonna bring Suicune, Lucario, like I said, and I think we're gonna bring Slurpuff in the back. Good? Is that good? Good with everyone? Alright, team? Team on 1 through 3? 1, 2, 3 team? Alright, let's bring it. Let's do it! Let's do it! So, I just realized both our Megas are adaptability. I just realized that. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. I was just like, you know what? Beedrill, I want to use a Beedrill. Lucario, I want to use a Mega Lucario. Let's do it. Let's do it! So, we're gonna see if that Charizard destroys me. We're gonna see if that Cresselia outstalls me. And we're gonna see if that, gosh darn other thing that I was afraid of destroys me. So he actually starts Charizard, Cresselia, Zapdos. Wow. Okay. So I'm scared. But I think I could kind of just set up a substitute with Suicune. I think he might predict my switching to Suicune. If it's a Y, he might go for Solar Beam. And that would stink. But there's really nothing I can do. I'm going to go into Suicune instead of Sub. I'm not sure if I outspeed. I don't think I do. He is going to go for Solar Beam. I'm telling you. He's going to outplay me. He's going to go for Solar Beam. He's going to outplay me. He's going to go for Solar Beam. He's gonna outplay me. He's gonna go for Solar Beam. Just watch. Oh god. Outplayed me hard. All I can do is hope that I live this. I am a Suicune, but we're not gonna be enough to make a sub. It's not gonna be enough to make a sub. So basically, everything was for naught. Everything I ever lived for was for naught. But we can, in fact, die to this Charizard. I was thinking of going into my Superior and just Leaf Storming, but I feel like he doesn't have much to risk. Actually, he might go into Zapdos and just Thunderbolt. See, if I Leaf Storm, then I could kind of Dragon Pulse away. But I still don't think a +2 Dragon Pulse would KO Charizard. Charizard's bulky, man, on special side. Jesus. I think it might be better to just let Suicune go down. At this point. Even if he wants to go for the Solar Beam, he doesn't. He goes for the Air Slash, predicting my Superior to switch. So it's a good thing I let Suicune go down. So we're gonna let Slurpuff come in. Although he's free to just go for fire attacks now. He's free to just go for fire attacks. See, because both my attacks on Lucario are resisted. Even if it's adaptability, it's still resisted. That just makes me really sad. Slurpuff does not have the best defenses. That's the problem here. That is the problem here. I have 95 special defense, while Suicune had 130. In the sun, Slurpuff is dying. Slurpuff is dying. In the sun, Slurpuff is dying. I think our only chance is to go into Lucario. And then go for the Aura Sphere and see how much it does. I mean, if he misses his Guard Dark Fire Blast, that'd be great. But he might be running Flamethrower. So, I mean, I don't have HP Rock on this thing. I don't know what to say. That does nothing. Adaptability does nothing. This just in, adaptability does nothing. Adaptability does nothing. Oh man. So Charizard Y, kind of a homage to my first. Let's go for return. I'm not even gonna belly drum. Just gonna return. An homage to our first Rotatia. Charizard Y just wrecks everything. Charizard Y just wrecks everything. Now, if I had gone with my gut prediction and said he's gonna go for Solar Beam, I could have. What could I have done? I could have done nothing, really. I could have switched into Superior and then gone for a Leaf Storm and then Dragon Pulse. But let's see how much this Dragon Pulse does. Nothing. A +2 Dragon Pulse would not have killed. A +2 Dragon Pulse would not have killed. So he didn't even need to switch around his Pokemon. He just needed to destroy Superior with its face. My goodness, that was absolute destruction. But because of that absolute destruction, I think we have time for one more battle. So let's go for him for one more battle. Hopefully we can get another ratings battle. And hopefully when I see a Charizard, I bring Bisharp so I can Sucker Punch that thing into non-existence. Yeah, continue battling. And yeah, I should have brought Bisharp instead of Slurpuff. Looking at it, should have brought Bisharp instead of Slurpuff. That would have been a better idea. I'm not sure what kind of dissuaded me. I think it was just the fact that Charizard is super effective. And if it was a Charizard X, I didn't kind of want to get Dragon Dance all over. I think I might drink Charizard X one day. I did bring Dragonite that one time, I believe, to Dragon Dance. So that's another thing. Can we find someone? Can we find someone who's not the same person, maybe? Maybe. I'll be back when we find a person. So sadly it didn't work. There's no one on Rainier's battle except that one dude, and don't want me to pair with the same dude apparently, or maybe he left. So we're gonna go back to free battles, and we're gonna go against JV from Sao Paulo, who hopefully is also someone who can't get a battle on ratings. Nope, he's bringing the Kyogre and the Rayquaza. Shoot. So Rayquaza, Cobalion, and Heatran have no items. Gotta make sure that I remember that. Lucario feels like it's gonna be good because fighting takes out Heatran and Cobalion. Superior will be good because it hits the Kyogre and the Swampert, obviously. And then 2 Dragon types, so Slurpuff. So Lucario, Superior, Slurpuff, it's everyone. And then Heatran kind of scares me, but if he's bringing the rain, I don't think he's gonna bring Heatran. And if he's not, then he will bring Heatran. That would be a problem. So we could bring Suicune to kind of kind of share the reign. Or we can bring Bisharp because of Latias. Kind of just Swords Dance, destroy things. Especially with that Rayquaza there. I'm kind of tempted to bring a Focus Sash user. Actually, I think we should withdraw Slurpuff, bring Bisharp, and then Slurpuff. Because I think Slurpuff will be a good backup sweeper, but Bisharp with the gosh darn Swords Dance Sucker Punching, I think will be very beneficial. Especially against that gosh darn Rayquaza, who doesn't need an item because Lyfe or Mega Rayquaza is too OP. Lyfe or Mega Rayquaza is too OP. So starts off with all his legends, my goodness. And my question is, does the Kyogre still Mega Evolve? No, it doesn't. Oh, interesting. So we can go ahead and switch around to our Bisharp. Just go for Sucker Punch. Just go for Sucker Punch or Swords Dance. I think we're going to Swords Dance. We're going to Swords Dance with Bisharp. I'm calling it right now. So there's the Mega Rayquaza. So, you know, Mega Rayquaza. We're going to Swords Dance, and then I honestly can't see him going for anything except for an attack. After this, of course. So his defenses are going to get lower too. So this Sucker Punch is like, there's no way it's not going to KO. So, wabam! And that's not even going to KO. What do you know? So that was like a close critical hit. That was a critical hit. My goodness gracious. So Bisharp is going to be able to Swords Dance here. And he's probably saying, hey, I outspeed. There's no way that I can just go for another gosh darn thingamabobber. But what do you know? Lo and behold, I'm going to go for Sucker Punch. So this Mega Rayquaza should just go down nicely. Bam, easy mode. Down to a gosh darn Bisharp. So the Mysterious Current is going to dissipate. And I am guessing the Swampert is going to come in. Just like that. Just like that. So unless that Latias wants to come in, we're gonna go for a Leaf Storm. Unless that Latias wants to come in, we're gonna go for a Leaf Storm. He doesn't even switch out his Swampert to get the rain up. Interesting. He didn't even Mega Evolve. Putting that out there. Interesting. Definitely interesting. So Superior is gonna get that boost, and Kyogre is gonna come in. And this thing doesn't, no, this thing has an item. So, interestingly enough, it's not the blue orb. And either Drizzle doesn't work with, rotation, or something went wrong. But you know what, I want to use Mega Lucario, so we're going to go for a Aura Sphere. I want to use Mega Lucario, so we're going to go for an Aura Sphere. That's literally the only reason why I'm going for Aura Sphere here. I want to finish this off with Mega Lucario. Adaptability Aura Sphere. Let's see if this can KO this Garstar Kyogre. It does not, and it is bulky as fuck. It is bulky as fuck. That looked really cool, but I feel sad because Lucario isn't as good as I thought it was. But we're gonna go for Leaf Storm because obviously that is the correct play. We're at +2 and we're going to be at +4, and we can just go for Dragon Pulse, get rid of that Garstar Latias, and call it a good day. Call it a good day. Or we could go for our Sucker Punch with our Bisharp just for variety. We have options. But I think no, we're just gonna go for a Dragon Pulse. Because I want to clean things up with a +4 Dragon Pulse. If you think that's not okay, then you should check your privileges. I don't know. But that's gonna be 3 rotation battles, one more than I normally do. Although we might do 3, but I think that's a little stretching it because I think I'll do 3 if I have to go to free battles, but I'll only do 2 if it's raining, because raining battles normally are good battles. Like the last one, that Charizard, but I would say it's a good battle because it was good to learn from. Bring up Bisharp. Sucker Punch is life. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment below telling me what you enjoyed. And as always, leave a tip in the tip jar with the Octor tip jar, as it says up there, because tips always help us become better battles. So, till next time, Penguin Nation, out!